Hang on. Right, guys and girls. I don't know how am I gonna do this video. This is probably the hardest video I've actually ever done. And all the videos I've done on YouTube, this is probably one of the really hardest videos. Not taking away my diet videos and all that, but I'm trying to refrain from myself from crying and stuff, or getting upset and emotional. But my brother, out of 13 of us who have been, because I've got 10 brothers and 3 sisters, this is probably the hardest video. Well, this morning at 4 AM, my brother, who's been ill for a while, for about probably 11 years now, I think, something about 11 years, who got a brain tumour about, I think it was like 7 years going back, or 11 actually, 11 years going back. He had the first one removed about 11 years going back. Then it came back again, and then he got an infection to do with his immune system and all colds and flus and all that. Well, let's just say he's well, normally I don't really bring videos about this kind of stuff, about my brothers and sisters that end up being idiots, or some of them, and when half of us are not even talking to each other and all that kind of stuff, which seems a bit silly, really, actually, to be honest. But my one brother, I haven't seen him for about 20 years, I think, or actually about 14, 15 years. Actually, I think it was about, about 15 years at the most. He's one of my oldest brothers. He's 42. He got a brain tumour and all of that. About 11 years going back, got it all sorted out, and then it came back again about 3.5 years going back, and he got that removed. The doctor said they couldn't find any more, or couldn't get any more out, and it was just at that point when it came back for a third time. It says it was inoperable, and he was on wasn't going to get better at all. This is probably definitely one of the hardest videos I've done. I never did one when my dad was alive at the time, because I didn't have a YouTube account, I don't think, at the time. And actually that was probably the first, when my dad passed away, that was the first hardest one. First hardest. Now then my dog passed away. Now, 4 AM this morning, we didn't know about it because my mum, even though she's not next to kin or anything, and she's the mother and that, my granddad had to know all about it. And my brother, he passed away this morning. Sorry guys, sorry, and girls, I'm getting upset, but even though I hadn't seen him for like 10, 15 years, maybe longer, he got fostered when he was, I think it was around about 3 years old or something like that, and we all got separated, except for me. I was still with my mum and dad, my proper mum and dad. And my other brother as well was with my mum and dad at the time as well, and still is with my mum. And we never got like took off and all of that. But there was like, I've got 10 brothers, 3 sisters, and my oldest brother, who's 42. He was a social worker. And he made a proper life for himself, and he's got 2 beautiful kids, and I don't know, it doesn't seem fair that his kids are getting their father taken away from them when one's nearly 18 and the other one's I think 15. I lost my dad when I was 17, and that was bad enough. But for some kid to lose their father at 15 is kind of a big ordeal. But I find that I find this is probably one of the definitely hardest videos I've ever done, and that's saying something. But I've got to try now. I've got to try and find a way to not try and get myself upset, because I don't want my mum getting upset because of it. And try and cope with it as much as I can. But I tell you what, it's fucking hard. It's one of these, like, you think can never happen, but it's another way that basically ends up screwing you over, fucking you over and all of that, to the point that at least I would have got a chance to see him before he went off, because we knew he was ill anyway. But and we knew, but thing is, his foster brother was saying that he would have a couple of weeks left at least, left in him, and he would have probably been dead in a couple of weeks. But it's shortened that down very much short. And my brother was sleeping a lot, and he was in one of these like sort of homes, not a hospital, and they were looking after him as best way they could. But I was trying to see if there was a way where we could could have gotten the help we need, but unfortunately, the foster brother thought that he had the brain tumour had spreaded, which means he was fucked anyway. So it's just one of those things, like, that's why I want to do stuff like for charity, for cancer, at some point, and try and help other families who've been in the same situation. And it's strange as well, because my mum only found out from my granddad, who's her dad and all that, from her dad, about it. But it shouldn't be like, he shouldn't have told her. The doctors should have got in touch with my mum in the first place and told her there and then that he'd passed away. And it's been about 6-7 hours afterwards, we've just found out that he had just passed away this morning. And the thing is, they said, oh, well, the next of kin has to be informed. But the thing is, right, the girlfriend he was with, wasn't even married to him. So why would it make her illegal, the legality of everything, of knowing first before everybody else? I mean, it really pisses me off. Like, they need to change the system a little bit around. Yeah, they need to change the system. The government needs to come out. If you're married, then in a way you're the wife or husband, should have legal rights. But if you're not married, there should be no rights at all. Anyway, guys and girls, cheers for watching. That's all I can say for this video. Cheers for watching, and catch you all later. And I'm going to try and comfort my mum for a bit, try and get her there, and see if I can find some way of trying to go over to the funeral at some point, because I don't want to go and actually see him, because I want to know, I want to see my, think of my brother when he was alive, rather than him being like a corpse or something that's going to be rotten in a few years' time and all that. I can't think all that shit at the moment, but that's part. I want to just probably go to the funeral, pay my respects to my brother, and I'm trying to keep it together. Because I know my brother won't want this to happen. And it's just one of those things. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you for watching and that. And catch you all very soon.